Hey everybody, Eric Dyson here with the Friday Fiduciary 5. It's an ERISA fiduciary topic every Friday in 5 minutes or less. This week I've got a giveaway for you. I've been asked once by an advisor team. Eric, do you have any kind of a checklist for new committee members to get up to speed and help them understand what they need to know to be good ERISA plan fiduciaries? And my answer was, I don't have that, but it's a great idea. And I'm here to share that checklist with you. It's a little more than a checklist, it's a little bit of instruction for committee members. And let's face it, there's no single checklist that can cover everything for every ERISA fiduciary plan. But I want to put this in your hands as advisors, as committee members. I think it's a great start for where committee members can go to just service their plan participants a little better. Now let's start out with a picture I've got here. It's me standing in front of a submarine on the polar ice cap. What in the world does that have to do with ERISA fiduciary matters? But I get a lot of questions on this picture as I'm speaking. As it turns out, running the nuclear power plant of a U.S. nuclear submarine has some commonalities with ERISA plans. That is, there are a lot of procedures, there are a lot of checklists we used to make sure things were going right. Did checklists cover everything? Absolutely not. There were some specialized circumstances that we had to use our brain power and think a little bit outside those checklists and figure out when they might apply. I recently had an advisor say to me, hey, let's face it, checklists are what keep airplanes from falling out of the sky before you get on a plane and depart. For most airlines, my understanding, my limited knowledge is both the pilots and a dispatcher have to okay that this airplane is ready to fly. So summary is, why do I have this picture of me on a submarine? It just is a message that my background in the nuclear submarine world does have some carryover in making sure we use the right procedures and checklists. And I also show this slide in my keynote speaking that Admiral Rickover was the father of the nuclear navy, a very polarizing figure, moving the submarine force from diesel submarines to nuclear power. When I say polarizing, there were a lot of people very much against his approach and many people very much in favor of it. And he coined this phrase you've all heard, the devil is in the details. Very common phrase, but he added to it, so is salvation. And I think this checklist will help committee members get into some of the details of their plan. And again, advisors and everyone else in our industry, if you're a wholesaler for record keeping, a DCIO wholesaler, an ERISA attorney, I just hope that this is something that would be useful for you. And the final graphic I have for you is just a QR code that you can take your phone and put it up there, and this will take you to a link to download this checklist. And if you need help from me, you can just reach out to me at edyson@90northllc.com, and I'd be happy to send that to you. So that's this week's Fiduciary 5, offering you all this. I've titled the checklist ERISA Plans, the Basics, but it's a discussion of how committee members can get quickly up to speed on understanding their ERISA plan a little better.